MaringKing always wear glasses when he plays?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Contacts. I mean,
oh yeah, that could be.
Why would you limit yourself and only have glasses?
I don't know, man. In the upper right, in the red, I don't know if he can win this, but we'll see. He is
MaringKing Prime.
The studio showing a lot of support for MaringKing. I don't know why the way he looks cracking me up in that. In the bottom left, in the blue, it looks like he should get out of this group, but we'll see about that as well. He is none other than
MVP DongRaeGu.
I like the map choice by
yeah
MKP here. You know, this is a map where Zerg taking a 4th base can be a bit problematic. And, you know, that middle high ground, we oftentimes see Terran set up a lot of siege tanks, take a 4th base right there, and just, that's like this area that they just reinforce and push from. And it's really hard to stop because of that.
You guys should come to our studio, those of you watching.
Yeah. Look, there's MTC right there.
There's MTC, you could have been sitting right there.
Oh, man, you messed up.
You screwed, you dropped the ball, dude.
He's like, but I have classes in 3 hours. How did I screw? No, man, you should be in Korea right now in that seat, man. You
come to the studio,
it's true,
free.
Too. You know it's true.
You know it's true. We have visitors every day in our studio. We have a lot today, man. We have a lot, actually.
So many people here. Well,
go ahead, Artosis.
I think we're going to see from MaringKing another 1-Rax expand into Hellion. I don't think it's going to be the same build as last game, though, because that did not work. Well, Daybreak is going to be a harder map for it to work on anyways. You know, that 3rd base is a lot easier running with Lings. This is definitely a map that he's going to be able to cover a little bit easier if you want to do the same strategy, but I don't think MaringKing will do the same strategy here. He's a player that's really evolved to the point where we're going to just see all sorts of builds out of him all the time.
Well, he's sort of like a mini MVP.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? MVP's just got so many builds. I'm like, well, I just don't even know what he's going to do, guys. He just does so many different things.
Yeah. But MKP, a lot of times, he chooses strategies that are just a little bit so weird that they don't really end up working out. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's something. I think something fell in our studio or something.
Okay.
It startled me.
It was a ghost.
It was like a gunshot. Stuff gets really. We just look over there. MaringKing Prime is holding a gun. DRG is like gripping his chest, like, oh.
Nesty goes in and touches him and comes back to life. He flies away like a bird.
He goes, DRG, you're such an amazing Zerg. And he cries, and his Nesty's tears touch DRG, and DRG comes back to life. All right, let's take a look at this.
What's that say?
Yeah, what does it say at the bottom of it? Added ranking of 4 players, 85. Lowest out of 4 groups. Added race ranking of 4 players, 26. Wait, I don't understand. Wait. That does that make...
So this group has the lowest ranking overall of the players. The lowest...
You mean the highest ranking?
Race ranking. No.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Lowest on both, but the most games out of any groups. And that's going to be because Genius has been around since Season 1. Nesty, well, he's been around since Season 1 also. And MaringKing has been since Season 2.
These are all veterans.
Yeah, they're all super veterans.
That's a crazy stat,
and
actually.
In fact, this is interesting. 3 of those players are StarCraft 1 pros. DRG, I believe, was a high-level amateur. I don't know why I can't think of this right now.
I thought he was a B-teamer.
He might have been. I know that Genius was a B-teamer on CJ. He was a Terran player who turned into Protoss. And then MaringKing was a Protoss player that changed to Terran.
He came over to the dark side. Welcome. You and Genius.
Yes, hi.
You have?
Yeah, man. We were Terrans in StarCraft 1. We don't want to put up with that crap. We were like, we're not doing that again, LOL. And then, like, the Marauder exists, so actually we should have. That was dumb of us.
All right, so we have Hellions coming down now.
Yeah, the fast expansion into Hellion. Great build. I actually am kind of liking this in a lot of ways more than Reactor Hellion into Expand. His Expand gets up quicker. He delays the 3rd base still. And that's great. What a great way to open up the game. He is making more Hellions right now. He's going up to 6 so far, but there's a Roach Warren out for DRG. So will he be using the Roach Warren to push into a 3rd base, or will he be trying to hit a little Roach timing attack? It's hard to say.
And it looks like the 3rd base is now going to be taken.
5 Roaches on the way. He may end up attacking with those.
And This is the thing about Hellions, guys. It takes forever to kill a building with Hellions.
Yes,
So
it is. Shows 3 roaches. That is not enough to startle MaringKing yet. If you see more than 3, 3 is like a number you can get just to push Hellions back and get your creep moving.
that's a really good point. Yeah, 3 is about the safe number.
Once you start seeing more than that, though, you might be like, what's going on here?
The layer is just now started. This is the Hellion that didn't listen and stayed there. And you should listen.
You should have listened to
Now
his
you're
mom.
dead. You should have listened to your mom.
All right. So as you said, that layer is a little bit late, but that's fine. You know, he went out there and took his third base. That's the 2 ways to do it. You know, you either there's 2 timings to take a third base against Hellions normally. One is you make the roaches and go right out and take it. And for instance, some players that like styles like that, Sen is definitely one that comes to mind. We've seen DRG do it. It's not completely common for him. Now, another style is to go out and take it when you have you're fully saturated on drones on the 2 base and your Spire is just about starting, right around the time your Spire starts after your layer. And players that like that, for instance, Lenok always takes his third like that. So pretty standard from MaringKing, trying to take that third base, getting his Siege Shanks, getting his upgrades. He's definitely preparing for a long game here. Double eBay plus 3 base. He's going to have to go a little bit turtley mode. Because, ooh.
What do you see?
You know, MaringKing, as I said, he has double eBay and he's taking a third. Now, that's a little bit dangerous. You have to turtle with that because if they do some sort of timing attack, you're going to be in trouble. And there's roach speed on the way and a few more roaches, which tells me that we're likely to see a roach, speedling, baneling timing in here.
That's actually very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like MaringKing's basically taking, he's doing a bunch of stuff at once that you technically can't get away with because he knows that DRG is going to be so hard to beat.
Yeah,
he's going to have to take a bunch of risks.
The way to try to get away with it is exactly what he's doing, which he has Siege Tanks on high ground, he has them in great positions, he has his Hellions out in front. He needs to make the worst place to attack into, a place that Zorg looks at and says, I do not want to attack in there.
Yeah, he's making it very, very unappealing. And a lot of you might be saying, well, don't you always want to make it look like that? Actually, no. A lot of times you want to make it look like you're actually weaker so they attack into you, so then you kill it.
Yeah. This is a time he doesn't want to be attacked. Okay, even though he's in a great defensive spot, does not want to be attacked. Now, we do have a Baneling Nest going up. More and more Roaches and Lings are being made, but that Baneling Nest is very late, and he won't have Baneling speed for the timing if he chooses to do it. So that is making me really wonder what he's doing here. Here we go. 11 mutas being made.
He might actually do like a Roach Ling timing, and then what he's going to do after that is just make Banelings in the main as he streams in Lings.
Maybe. I think what we're going to see is Roach Ling Muta, and the Mutas will target down Siege Tanks. I think he's going to try to draw units away by a slight mutalist harassment, target Siege Tanks, and then run up with Ling Roach.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because if the Siege Tanks aren't there, the Ling Roach is going to be just so deadly, especially with those 1/1 upgrades. Now we do have 15 Roaches out, more Lings on the way. He's getting 2-2. There we go, a lot of Lings on the way now.
Okay.
And look at this creep spread, man.
That's actually, I didn't even
the creep spread
point
is
that out.
Out of control.
That creep spread is so good. The entire middle of the map is going to be covered in creep. The whole thing, man.
Yeah, his creep is everywhere.
Now he's dropping in 2 places at once. And the mutas are attacking now, and they're not going to kill that turret. They need to turn around.
That is a big moment for MaringKing. But it looks like DRG going to save both his bases. Not taking too much damage. MaringKing's only killed 4 drones total this game. So that's not bad at all.
And, well, let's see if this drop's going to do any damage. The Link's coming to you up to get out. The mutas will at least take care of this drop. You know, it's actually possible for DRG to come back and try to snag the other medevac. It's like totally possible.
I think that he'll probably send those mutas up to try to. I don't know if he'll get it.
It looks like he's going to do a timing, and if he gets that second medevac, that's a lot less Marines to defend from.
Yeah.
What looks like it's going to be this huge timing. Oh, sick. We'll probably get a shot of it in the middle, but in the very middle of the map, there is spine crawlers on high ground.
I love it.
I love it.
It's just something that's going to slow him down so much. And in fact, MaringKing wants to take a 4th. There's already creep
There's already
there.
creep at MaringKing's 4th, guys.
This is actually insane. This is like that game that Seal played, man.
Yeah.
Where the creep was just everywhere. It was in Bomber's 3rd.
That is not going to be a good feeling from MaringKing, especially now that he's going to see that there's spine crawlers up there. He's like, what?
Well, MaringKing coming out and trying to set up right now.
Oh, he's coming in. He's going to go for it. That's a long way for those
speed. It's not done. It just started, so these siege tanks are going to be just amazing against this competition.
I can't even believe he like attacked in a zigzag motion. I mean, there's so much siege tank damage that can be dealt in that amount of time.
Well, MaringKing's still pushing through, and it looks like he will clear out the top that high ground there. All that hard work for DRG erased in mere moments.
And now he's going to, once again, I guess MaringKing's actually doing a really, really good job being efficient here.
Yeah.
With his small army. Even look at that control. That's beautiful.
Targeting down medevacs.
The way he's sneaking back like
and
that.
Oh my god, there's actually not a lot of Marines there.
Yeah, he could actually just go
kill the siege tanks, but now he can't as more Marines do file in.
He didn't really seize the moment there.
Yeah, that was like, I didn't even notice, and I was like not the one concentrating on micro. It's kind of like a weird, random, rare thing to happen.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's going to go for the Greater Spire. So
DRG's kind of taking the map too, man. Taking the top left.
Yeah. Oh, baited out a stem. We're back up now. Not the best fungal I've ever seen. Well, if he can get Broodlords onto the high ground, which it'll be a little bit before he gets Broodlords. It'll be like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But if he can do that, that'll be huge. Uh-oh.
Both players have
trying to branch out now. He needs to keep this expansion alive. We don't see the army there just yet. And
nice,
beautiful fungal. He fungles literally every single infantry unit there.
Very well done.
100 and what is it? It's even supplies, dead even. Excuse me. More medevacs moving out now.
This is interesting. A 2 medevac drop moving out, and 3 medevacs were falling up. He catches that. Okay, so DRG is doing a great job right now, Jesus. 3-3 for both players is on the way. The Greater Spire is about to finish. MaringKing finally cleaning up some more of this creep. But DRG is doing one of the best jobs expanding as Zerg I've ever seen on this map.
He is taking up so much of the map that I don't actually know if MaringKing can wipe all this out.
He's actually so on fire that he's making the extractors as expansions as they're finishing.
Oh,
and that's like
badass.
Optimal. That's like
that
what
is
you
like
want.
so optimal. Yeah, that's damn.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. So we do have Broodlords on the way.
Okay, now this is the moment that's going to be the most important part for MaringKing to survive through. If he survives through this, then, I mean,
the game continues.
The game goes on, but this is a very difficult thing to deal with.
He has no Ghost Academy. Oh. He has a decent amount of Marauders mixed in, which don't help. And he has no Vikings right now and only 1 starport. He is in a world of
he's going to get rid of the Broodlords, though. They're not protected.
God.
He's not even looking, actually.
That is the most important thing ever just happened for MaringKing.
But actually, the thing is, there's just too much Zerg stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think DRG has completely outplayed MaringKing this game, Tasteless.
I think it's actually like he's at that point of invincibility.
Yeah. But he has a chance. Killing off those Broodlords was clutch.
Yeah.
He is starting Vikings, but he needs more than making Marine Viking Thor. That's what he's making right now. That's not a composition that's going to end up winning this game.
And, oh man. Okay, so see how the Broodlords are on the high ground like that? That's just too hard for Terran to deal with in this situation, unless he kills them with the Vikings. Mm-hmm. And I don't think DRG is going to let that happen.
Yeah.
DRG knows that. MaringKing knows that. We all know that. But I don't see. I believe we're seeing the beginning of the end here. Also, what sucks about this is he could just go in here and keep sniping those SCVs. All right, so let's see how he deals with this now. Mutalisk coming in here, and he's hammering away at everything on the low ground. The planetary is slowly being chipped away. The Broodlings are slowly chipping away at the planetary, is what I mean to say.
All he needs to do is take out the Vikings. Oh, I like this. Those tanks aren't useful, so he's trying to drop them somewhere. It's not going to really help, but I like the thought behind it. Yeah. The Broodlords, as you said, Taze, is still chipping away really hard, but MaringKing running up here. No, there's too many infestors there. No way this is going to work out.
Yeah, he's getting more Broodlords now.
Sick
and he can actually fungal the Vikings, too.
Yeah. And that's basically what he needs to do right now. Fungal them up, keep a few Corruptors around. And that 4th base never going to be held.
Yeah. Those Vikings got fungled up. All right. Back to this game. I don't know. This is basically checkmate, guys. I know we keep saying it, but this is like so hard to get out of. And it's DRG that has him in this position. It's not some Masters level player.
Yeah, no, this is... DRG is just a player that's going to be hard to beat in any circumstances, especially when he's 50 supply ahead on 5 bases with full tech, great upgrades.
How many drones does he have? I want to see how many drones DRG has in this situation.
84.
His magic number is 84? That's interesting.
It's a good number. I like that number for how many bases he has right now. Yeah. He's like really well saturated.
He's actually sagging these roaches, guys. They'll be confused. He wants to free up his supply.
Yeah, roaches are pretty worthless right now. Like, why do you need roaches? You don't. That's why.
All right, now this is going to be really funny when he comes down here and realizes he cannot kill this. Ooh. And, you know, if you look at the money, oddly enough, for DRG, he's been spending it perfectly. He's at like 400 money maxed out with 1, 2...
But his
3, 4, 5 bases.
His army is like exactly what he wants, whereas MaringKing's is not. That is not the perfect composition of MaringKing right now.
And there's too many corruptors now.
Yeah, I love the Thor there mixed in though to really hurt those corruptors when they clump
up. All right, he's going forward. So here come the Banelings. They barrel down. And just basically wipe out everything that's down there on the low ground. Oh man!
And that leaves MaringKing with very little.
I believe that should be GG.
Well, he's continuing to just macro and send units up.
And more Broodlings coming down here. There's so many Broodlings in the ground that the Terran army can't even move forward.
As he kills off Vikings, he makes more and more Broodlords.
Yeah, I gotta say, MaringKing is a tenacious nerd, man.
He is one of the most. He does not give up cases, not ever.
Well, this is going to be a sad moment here for MaringKing, as he's going to have to accept the fact that he will have to play. He'll have to play, you know, another best of 3. He's not out of the group yet.
Yeah, you know, his supply now really reflecting where he's at in the game, 89 to a max.
Look at how fast this planetary is going to die. Well, it's not dying that fast.
It's a planetary, man.
You guys know what I'm saying. All right. Even with SCVs repairing it, a good number of them too, there's just nothing that he can do. He's going to continue to close in now, as this is just the raw strength of DRG's army just actually melting up.
Be a GG.
Wow.
Well done by DRG, taking out MaringKing 2-0, and he is going to advance in first place. What a sick badass. The first Zerg in the round of 8. Can Nesty follow him?
He could. I mean,
so far 1/3 of our Zergs have advanced in the round of 8. Can 2/3 advance?
We will see.
MaringKing not happy.
Well, I mean, there really wasn't a lot he could do in either game. DRG is actually so completely and totally out of control. Like, better than MaringKing right now, that's just the truth.
Well, DRG,
that's what I meant, sorry.
Nesty, of course, always.
Nesty, of course.
But, all right, so our next match, Genius against Nesty. Oh my god, there's just like so many good games today.
Yeah. Well, you know, DRG does train with Genius, so Genius does have exposure to incredibly superhuman.
Last time he played DRG, he crushed him, man.
Yeah.
Made that nerd look the fool.
Who knows? The whole studio is now cheering for DRG, who is probably going to have a hard time actually getting out of here. But, yeah, man, what a hero. He heroed it up.
He's a hero.
He's a hero. He actually is a hero.
He's an American hero, man.
He's actually a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a superhero, and he's like a real inspirational hero because he's so good.
Huh.
Right, guys. Well, we're going to go on to the next best of 3 after the short 5-minute break, so stay tuned.
Marine. 해병. 해병. Marauder. 불곰. 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 Marauder. 불곰. 불곰.